Metaverse billionaires. Can Metaverse make you rich? How to become a Meta Billionaire. Something is going on right now. Are you also experiencing it? New technologies are proliferating almost uncontrollably, and enormous sums of money are changing hands. Artists and startup businesses are being recognized as forerunners of a new era. You'd be forgiven for not knowing everything. The phenomenon I'm describing occurs in a parallel universe. Welcome to NFT Guy, where in today's video, you will get to know all details about Metaverse and how you can make money in Metaverse news, so make sure to watch the video till the end. The Metaverse is a fusion of our physical and digital lives brought about by advances in internet connectivity, AR and VR, and blockchain. It's the culmination of all of our science fiction fantasies, what Tron and Ready Player One imagined, but it is now becoming a reality. If that sounds exciting to you, you won't be surprised to learn that people are investing heavily in space, that more than $400 million has been spent on the Metaverse's chosen currency, the non-fungible token, or NFT, that $40 million are now moving every month, and the most expensive NFT transactions in history have all occurred in the last few months. Christie's recently auctioned off a piece of digital art by Beeple via NFT for more than $69 million. Maybe you're still surprised. After all, that's a lot of money in a market that probably 99% of the world's population is unaware exists. To understand why this niche is receiving so much attention, we can look to leading startups in the space and what they have to offer, as well as entrepreneurs and what they have to say. These people were in before the boom, with insights that the rest of us are only now discovering. Why is the metaverse exploding? Many people do not understand Upland by any conventional measure. It is a social experience rather than a virtual game, but why are thousands of people spending money on this app? One reason could be that it is so unique. Upland is a decentralized application, or dApp, that allows you to buy, sell, and trade virtual real estate on real maps. So, for example, you can go to Upland, New York to find out who owns the Empire State Building or the New York Stock Exchange. You could even bid for them yourself if you have enough in-game currency. This concept is intriguing on its own. What distinguishes Upland from other games is its in-game economy. To begin purchasing their first properties, players must first purchase its native token, UPX, with fiat money. As Upland becomes more popular, market prices for these properties rise organically. Virtual landlords can hold again or cash out for fiat. While Upland properties are virtual, they are very real investment assets. Consider the NYSE as an example. You'd think that, in comparison to most Upland properties, the stock exchange could fetch a decent amount of UPX. But do you think it's worth a full $23,000? That's how much it sold for in December of last year, and it is now even more valuable. Why are established brands getting involved? The metaverse is still largely unknown to all but the most forward-thinking technologists. How long will this situation last? According to Lueth, more traditional game vendors are dabbling in the blockchain. It is, however, extremely difficult for them to avoid disrupting their own business model. We'll see a lot more NFTs for everything. Many consumer goods will be NFT'd and appeared in metaverses because brands recognize the marketing and direct revenue potential. When other industries enter the space, some will begin to experiment with new types of products and business models based on their brands. You can sense Lueth's enthusiasm for the metaverse's future, but also some skepticism about predicting how long it will take to reach mainstream adoption. In both cases, he's probably correct. Long timeline, high ceiling. And then there's Atari, the company synonymous with the early days of gaming. In a surprising move, the company has just surpassed the entire current generation of gaming by launching its own cryptocurrency, Atari Token. I spoke with the company's CEO, Fred Chesnay, who had a bold vision for the project. With the Atari Token, we're laying the groundwork for other legacy players to follow. We are going in a direction that other legacy gaming companies have not. We are actively seeking the most cutting-edge blockchain technology that will truly combine blockchain and gaming for a next-generation virtual experience, Chesnay said. Atari Token's goal is to become the cryptocurrency token of choice for the video game and entertainment industries. It will allow developers and gamers to effectively monetize their digital assets by creating a market for quick and easy token transfers backed by the assurances of smart contract technology. Moving forward, Atari intends to broaden its reach into new markets such as Africa, where mobile game development is booming. They are also in the process of developing immersive and robust virtual and augmented reality gaming. Chesnay is particularly optimistic about the prospect. It is a desire to create as many digital realities as possible in addition to the real world. People can see the true value of virtual worlds now more than ever. People have been drawn to digital interactive experiences since Atari launched the industry with Pong, said the Atari CEO. This, combined with NFTs, which enable users to truly own their in-game assets while also empowering creators, is generating even more interest. And this upward trend will continue. We're still in the early innings. Above and beyond visual business models. Jason Fox, CEO of Earbuds, was another CEO we spoke with about the new metaverse business models that are succeeding. Fox, a former NFL player, got the idea for the company after wondering what Cam Newton was listening to inside his headphones while on the field. That is how he came up with the idea of creating a social music app. While his company does not operate on the visual side of the metaverse, the rise of audio and voice is just as significant. As Clubhouse and other social voice apps have taken off, audio is becoming an important part of how we interact virtually. But this is about more than just voice. Music is such an important part of our identity in the real world, and we know it's also important for how people express themselves in the virtual world. Listening to and discovering new music has always been a social activity, but streaming, it has become a more personal experience, frequently guided by an algorithm. With earbuds, we're reintroducing music as a social experience, Fox added. Now let's see the Metaverse Economy's future. Among the pioneers we've spoken with, the team behind IMVU provided some of the most insightful perspectives on the Metaverse economy. With 7 million monthly active users, IMVU is considered one of the world's largest 3D avatar social platforms. They have a marketplace with over 50 million items, which is supported by a native cryptocurrency, Vcoin, that has already generated millions of dollars in revenue and has recently received $35 million in funding. All of this places it among the top metaverse companies, gaming or otherwise. Darren Sui, their CEO, was quick to point out the larger context and environment that allowed IMVU to thrive when we spoke to him. The term metaverse first appeared in Neil Stephenson's 1992 book Snow Crash, but the concept of a virtual simulation where people can interact with each other existed before. Tron in 1982, for example. As related technology progresses over time, the realism and capabilities of virtual experiences have dramatically improved, drawing more users to connect it to the virtual world, said Sui. There is no doubt, according to Sui, that the pandemic has prompted many more people around the world to look for a safer and more secure way to socialize online. They are now discovering this highly enjoyable and entertaining way to connect authentically, interact, and engage with new friends. It's understandable that COVID-19-induced social distancing has fueled interest in virtual social platforms. Sui, on the other hand, is looking ahead. The pandemic, in his opinion, is driving more people to search for something like the metaverse. But the reason they're staying, coming back, and spending money is the dramatically improved realism and capabilities of virtual experiences. That will not disappear once the pandemic is over. We can see what he's talking about thanks to Upland, Atari, Earbuds, and IMVU. Upland's already providing an unrivaled investment platform/gaming experience that, if all of the features they're experimenting with are implemented, will be nearly unrecognizable just a few years down the road. Atari's using its classic gaming expertise to create a new cutting-edge approach to in-game item trading. IMVU has created the type of virtual world in which people want to exist. They're drawn in by the pandemic, but they're also attending virtual events and purchasing avatar gear because it's fun and immersive. Sui summed it up nicely. When asked when our physical reality will collide with the metaverse to create something even bigger, better, and more memorable than what's currently available, he simply stated, "It's not if, but when." Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to smash the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching!